Hi friends, it's Laura here. Today I'm going to make up new pouring medium. So I just have a typical source squeeze bottle that you can buy online. This is an old one, it's already been used. You'll note that when I take the lid off, there's actually a piece of pantyhose here. That's actually to prevent any dry flakes, both from all of these mediums and from whatever is left in this bottle from actually coming through the nozzle and affecting my painting. So I'm going to take that off just so that I can fill this up again. Pop that off to the side. Okay, so this is, I think, a 1 litre container. I'm going to fill it up with 60% neutral base, 27% Australian Floetrol, 10% varnish, and that's the Jo Sonja's gloss varnish. And then at the bottom I've got this 3 to 5% Golden GAC or GAC 800 medium, and that's a drying retardant that helps prevent cracking. So in order to help with this, so I don't have to measure anything out, it makes it a lot easier just to have actually marked the volumes for those different percentages on the side of the bottle, as you can probably see here. So I'm going to start with the largest volume, which is of course Taubman's neutral base. This is a house wall paint that you can buy from Bunnings, and it's the neutral untinted, so you can probably see at the bottom here it says neutral on it. It shouldn't have a colour. Admittedly, it is actually somewhat opaque white. So you can see here that this paint has actually settled. This is the first time that this particular tin has actually been opened, and there's a layer of translucent material on top, and I need to mix that in really well before I actually distribute it. Make sure it's all really well mixed up. I think that's pretty good. Just going to wipe my paint stirrer, put that off to the side, and then here we go. I'm going to be filling this up to this bottom line here. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Just prevent drips. I'm just going to get a tissue, wipe the top of that so I don't get it all over the table. Okay, next up is actually the Australian Floetrol. Sometimes a bit difficult to open. I'm going to fill that up to this next mark here. Looks like this bottle's empty. Okay, just fill up the last little bit. Try not to drip it everywhere. And there we go. Okay, so that's the Flood Australian Floetrol. Next I'm going to want 10% of this Jo Sonja gloss varnish. Give it a little bit of a mix first and take that up to the next line. There is a tendency with some of the gloss varnishes to actually set and congeal in the tubs, which can be a bit of a problem. But I do have a kind of solution for that, which I have already mentioned, and that is using the little piece of pantyhose. It's going to prevent any congealed stuff from coming through. And finally, I need to use this GAC 800 medium. And I'm just going to fill it right up to the top here for about 3 to 5% of this medium. That should be enough. Wipe the top of that. Okay, and before I put the actual nozzle back on, I'm just going to put this little piece of pantyhose back on as well. So, which way around were we? I think we were this way. Pop that on nice and tightly, and then we need to give it a really good shake. Now you should probably shake this up within about 2 to 4 hours of actually using it, but then let it sit for that time in between. If you don't, it's likely to actually have a lot of bubbles within it. If you don't mix it up, then you're likely to have separation, I guess, of some of these components, and that's something that's not going to help you in the long run. So, after you've given it a really good shake, that's it. Thanks very much for watching.